Hello everybody, this is RBR Short Films 13, aka Ryan, and today I am doing a video talking about a topic I don't want to talk about, but I have to. Um, the Child's Play remake. Um, I don't even know where to start with this. I remember MGM, Universal, I remember they talked about um, doing a Child's Play remake back in 2010. Uh, And then, of course, that didn't happen. They made a great, Universal made a great Child's Play movie, Curse of Chucky. I really, really love that movie. Then they made Cult of Chucky, which was, you know, I will say Cult of Chucky was shot really well. Like it had amazing cinematography. I love the music in that movie. Brad Dourif's performance, I thought he was funny, but like scary. Um, and yeah, the movie had good atmosphere, but in terms of like the story, it felt very rushed, and I didn't like the whole cult thing. Um, it's interesting, it was the way it was done. I think it could have been done better. And the whole multiple Chuckies and stuff, like I don't know, like it's cool, but if that would have been the only thing, I didn't like that they, made a oh, poor poor Fiona Dourif, she was, you know, Nika is a great character. I loved Nika's character in Curse of Chucky, she was awesome, and I rooted for her. And Cult of Chucky, I mean, her acting was great, and I just was like, all right. And it was just weird because it's Brad Dourif's daughter. I don't know. I just really didn't dig it. I didn't really like the ending. I like seeing the bride at the end, and I see that that was setting up Don McKinney's TV series. Now, when that was announced, Child's Play TV series, I was like, okay, all right, we'll see where this goes. Brad Dourif is on board, as long as he's doing it, there's full potential for this show. Um, so when I heard that it was going to be a TV series, I was a little excited. But at the same time, I really just want to see a simple Child's Play movie again with Brad Dourif. Just like the way the original Child's Play movies were. I want to see that again. Which is why I love Curse of Chucky so much, because it had that tone, atmosphere that the first two films had. It went back to that. Um, Now, hearing that MGM, well, now all of us know they are making a reboot of Child's Play, which is like so unnecessary. I mean, Leprechaun Returns, I mean, it's probably going to be a fun movie, but like when you touch Child's Play, when, Brad Dourif, Chucky, that's when you've crossed the line in the horror genre. This is the worst thing to ever happen in the horror genre, in my opinion. Uh, it's a slap in the face to so many fans. It has to be, to me, to other fans. I mean, people that have loved this franchise since they were kids. I mean, it's Child's Play. And what's so messed up is when MGM announced this movie, they were like, "Oh, well, it's just going to be about a killer doll. It's not going to be Chucky, though." And then news came out that, oh, it's going to be it's going to be like robotic killer doll. It's not going to be voodoo or anything like that, like supernatural. Then MGM comes out with news that, oh, it actually is Chucky, and that he's just, that he's uh, AI, and like, I don't think I've ever been so eager, so motivated to make a Child's Play fan film just to rub it in their face, like, like this is how you do it, because I don't. I think I don't. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go see it. I'm not gonna see it. I'm not gonna see it. You know. And for me to refuse to see a Child's Play movie in the theater. You know. I mean, the series had a great reset button with Curse of Chucky. Cult of Chucky. You know. Okay, they could fix around that. You know, Don Bikini could. You know, hopefully, you know, he could work around that with his writing. But you know, and he had all set in stone to make this TV series with Brad Dourif and Fiona Dourif and you know like with and Andy they were going to bring everybody, and now that has been on the down low. No, I haven't read anything about the TV series since this movie reboot announcement, and now what's been confirmed is Brad Dourif isn't going to do it. So if Brad Dourif's not doing it, I'm not going to see it. Um, Brad Dourif is Chucky. Chucky is Brad Dourif. You know what I mean? Like he lived. It's like that's there. Chucky. There would be no character. You know, there would be no Chucky without Brad Dourif. You have to have Brad Dourif. You know, it's so disgusting to read this whole reboot news. You know that he's not even going to be supernatural. They're so straying away, and then they revealed that photo. What the fuck? You know that picture of him, you know, the Chucky, and his hair, like, it's just it's embarrassing as a fan. You know, like it makes Cult of Chucky look like a masterpiece. You know, it makes it actually look like a really good movie. That one bad photo. And to hear, I've read what actors have said about the movie, the news that came out a month ago, 2 months ago, that they're mad that it's being rebooted. They don't even want to do it. So it's like the studio. I don't know what's going on with MGM and Universal and all that. Like with the franchise. I mean, why, why reboot it? Why? You have this TV series coming out that has you know it could be such a good you know a good Netflix series or they could do something on some network and do something really cool, you know, and you have everybody on board from the movies, you know, and then all of a sudden MGM is like, oh well, we're gonna, you know, it's just like it is the worst thing to ever happen in the horror genre, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, Halloween got rebooted and Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, but like all those reboots, I can say some sort of good thing about them. You know, there was uh, they were, you know, I'm just tired of reboots. I'm tired of remakes. Like, you know, stop remaking these classics. You know, I mean, if anything, do like what the new Halloween movie did, which is like a direct sequel to the original. Texas Chainsaw Massacre also did that as well with Texas Chainsaw 3D. Yeah, that wasn't the best sequel, you know, that wasn't the best movie, but at least they didn't reboot the original movie. So do something like Texas Chainsaw or the original Halloween. I mean the new Halloween movie. You know, like do something like that where it's a direct sequel. They're even doing that with Leprechaun Returns. It's a direct sequel to the first movie. So do that. Don't do this. You know, we're gonna reboot it entirely and we're gonna make him AI. And now the story sounds interesting as if it would be a different Killer Doll story. If it was a different, maybe like a spin-off to Child's Play, and it was a different character. Okay, you know, or if it was just its own separate entity movie character, okay, that would be interesting. But for this to be called Child's Play, for this to be Chucky, and for them to just shit on the franchise like this is an abomination to the franchise. It is disrespectful to the fans, and we're not going to have it. We're not going to be in line to see this movie. We are going to sit back, let it bomb at the box office, and say, "Hey, we want Don McKinney, we want Brad Dourif, we want Fiona Dourif, we want everybody that worked on Curse of Chucky, Cult of Chucky to do that Child's Play TV series. That's what we want. Or another straight to video movie. You know, do something like that. That's what we want to see. You know, for them to do this, like what? Why? I mean, I never get so pissed off as a Halloween. I mean, as a fan of Child's Play. That's one of my favorite horror franchises ever. Like it's Chucky. Like you know. And you guys know the iconic line, "Don't fuck with the Chuck." So they're just, playing with fire with this movie, this reboot. It's gonna bomb. I hope it bombs. I am not going to see it. It is the worst thing to ever happen to the horror genre, ever. My opinion. This is just disgusting. You know, and it's going to be really hard to sit through the first trailer that comes out with this movie. And even if it looks good, who cares? And how could it even look good? And you're telling me they're going to get a voice-alike actor? You know, just upsets me, makes me so mad. So that's my video. You guys comment. I can't believe this shit. It's hard to stomach it. And I can never accept a reboot. Now, if Brad Dourif would have been like, okay, we should reboot the franchise. I'll do the voice. We kind of need to start over. We'll bring Don McKinney in, for the writing, and we'll kind of do the reset button, or we'll do like a direct sequel to the first movie and do something, like that. Okay, but this is where you have crossed the fucking line with reboots, with redoing anything in the horror genre without any of the original cast or crew. This is the worst thing you could ever do. And, it just makes me really upset as a fan. It really makes me sad. And you know what I'm going to do the day that the movie comes out? I'm going to sit back, put in my Blu-ray or the box set of the Child's Play movies, and have my own marathon, and just say, this is Child's Play. This is what I grew up with. This is what I fell in love with. This is Chucky. This is, this franchise. And it is non-canon to me. This doesn't even exist to me. And for me to get all rattled up about it is a really bad thing. I've always been against reboots. You guys can go back to my videos way back when I was 14. I talked about why most horror remakes suck, because you just don't remake. Leave good shit alone, like this is just sick. So yeah, thanks MGM, you know. Uh, it's just, they've always been talked about as a corrupt studio, but this is the most corrupt, most low they have ever have been with anything. This is just, and my opinion. You guys could have your own opinion, great, but me, I'm defending what is so great about Child's Play, what is so great about the franchise, and that I was truly excited for this TV series. And I hope they still do it. I hope that Don McKinney, Universal, they're like, you know what, we're gonna do this TV series. We're gonna make it awesome, and we're just gonna rub it in MGM's face, like, this is how you do it. I really hope so. This reboot is messing everything up, and to me, it feels like it's destroying the TV series that they were going to make. It's like, is this the end of that original franchise? Are they actually going to MGM's just like, tough shit, we're rebooting it? Sorry, like, what? Why? I don't get it. I don't understand. And you guys comment, and hopefully, yeah, we all can have a talk about this, because this is Child's Play, and it motivates me to make a Child's Play fan film, and to do it right. I mean, I've always talked about a Chucky movie, but I'm like, how do I pull it off? But I don't know. Ever since Cult of Chucky, they've introduced new ideas, and I think it takes some getting used to, as a fan, to get used to something new with the franchise. But at least Don McKinney tried to do something new. He tried to do something new with the franchise, and wanted to expand it into a TV series and go into that. And show you can do a bunch of things with this franchise and still have Brad Dourif. You can still have, all that. And this reboot is just screwing it up, and it's very upsetting as a fan. And yeah, so thanks MGM for ruining one of the greatest horror franchises. I don't know what their plan is. I can't even. I can't. Even, they think they're gonna make a bunch of money, don't they? They think they're gonna make a bunch of money off this. You know, I couldn't bear to see a line of people to go see this. It's like you're anybody. We all need to boycott this movie. We all need to not go see it. Don't go see it. And just don't see it for the memories you had. You know, the memories that you guys have had growing up with Child's Play, the memories I have, the memories of Brad Dourif's Chucky, and like the merchandise and the dressing up for Halloween as Chucky, and just all the great memories that everybody has of the franchise, the box sets, you name it, just all the great things about Child's Play. Don't go see this new movie just for that. Stay at home, watch the original movie, and or any of the old other ones, and be like, yeah. I mean, see the Chucky. I'm gonna end up looking at that movie and saying that's a masterpiece. But I will never watch the reboot. I won't. Brad Dourif's not doing the voice. They have no involvement. They don't have any involvement from previous writers and people. No. It's just no. It makes me really upset and mad. And it's a slap in the face to me, and it has to be to a bunch of Child's Play fans, horror fans that have supported this franchise since how long? And it makes the studio MGM look so bad, And any of you guys, don't see this movie. Dislike the trailer, dislike anything that comes out about it, and let's all boycott this movie. This is sick, and not in a good way, you know. The worst thing that could ever happen to the horror genre. Now, of course, other bad things have happened for the horror genre. I know. But this is Child's Play. This is not including Brad Dourif. This is making Chucky AI doll over what it really is, what it's always been, but why the franchise worked. I mean, so yeah, I'll make another video about it, down the road when that trailer comes out. I'll watch the teaser, of course, because I want to see what what they have in store. But I ain't saying I ain't seeing the movie. I'm not seeing the movie. Hell no, hell no, I ain't seen it. Nope, nope. Someone could even pay me $1 million to go see this movie, and I would not still see it. I'd say no. You could offer me $1 billion. I ain't seeing it. And that's my respect to Brad Dourif, to the original Child's Play franchise, and to all that. I know it's just a movie, but this is bad. This is where the horror genre, MGM, has crossed the fucking line. So this is RBO Shortman 13. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Comment and let me know what you guys think. It is just upsetting and just insane. I mean, the studio's got to be out of their mind and desperate for money to do this. And it's all to compete with Halloween. Why don't we hear something about Nightmare on Elm Street with Brad Dourif, not Brad Dourif, with Robert Englund coming back and Heather Langenkamp and them doing a direct sequel to Nightmare on Elm Street and them doing their own thing. That would be great news to hear right now. Or, oh, we're going to do the same thing with Friday the 13th. Anything but this. Even if they would have done a direct sequel to Child's Play and Don McKinney would be involved, and they said, all right, we're just going to we're going to hit the reset button and do what the new Halloween movie did, and, okay. But this is, You know, it's child's play. It's Chucky. You know, but what we all know, don't fuck with the Chuck. Oh, okay. My screen went to black for a second. Don't fuck with the Chuck. So, yeah. I'm sorry, Brad Dourif, that you have to see the studio do this to you, and sorry, Don McKinney, you have to see the studio do this, and them just, you know, really affecting your TV series that you know you had so much to offer to the story and to fans, and yeah, mm, I don't think I've ever been as mad about anything in the horror genre as this in I don't know how long. I mean, it makes me sick anytime I read anything new about it. I don't even want to read anything about it. So, yeah, that's my video. I really hope that this movie, when they have the test screenings for the new movie, I hope that people hate it so much that the movie gets erased from memory. They remove all the takes, the every single amount of footage they shot, and just burn it and say, "Oh, we were wrong." You know, it, so yeah, comment, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this, and I will make a new video soon about other horror news and my movies and all that. But I thought this was, to me, one of the most important videos to make is to talk about this. You know, and it's really hard for me to talk about this, but I have to. You know. And you guys ever want me to make a Child's Play, you know, fan film? You know, I mean, you know, I would try to make the movie in a way where, you know, I wouldn't try to disrespect the franchise in any way, and more so just keep the elements that these movies have had recently. All right, that's my video, guys. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, peace.